Hello everyone, and welcome back to Turkish Spotlight Secrets. Today's story has completely taken over the entertainment headlines, a story of truth, emotion, and perhaps unresolved love. It involves none other than Barış Baktaş and Yagmar, two of the brightest stars in Turkish television. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the join button to support me further. Thank you, and let's get into the story that everyone is talking about. A simple game turns into a confession. What started as a fun evening on live television quickly turned into one of the most talked about moments in recent memory. Barış Baktaş, known for his charm, charisma, and talent, was invited to a late-night talk show for what seemed like a relaxed, friendly chat. The host, famous for turning interviews into playful challenges, introduced a segment that would soon make history. "Let's play a quick game," she said with a mischievous smile. "You'll remain silent until I mention the name of someone you think is a better actor than you. Deal?" Barış laughed, nodded, and agreed. The audience clapped, eager to see how he'd handle the test. What followed was 5 minutes of pure television magic, and silence. The calm before the storm. One by one, the host began to list names of famous Turkish actors and actresses. Kıvanç Tatlıtuğ? No reaction. Halit Ergenç? Nothing. Engin Akyürek? Demet Özdemir? Hazar Ergüçlü? Still nothing. Barış remained silent, smiling slightly, arms folded, his eyes fixed calmly on the camera. His expression was unreadable, confident, serene, and quietly powerful. The longer he stayed quiet, the more the tension in the studio grew. The audience began to whisper. Some giggled. Others simply stared in admiration. After a few minutes, the silence itself became the show. Viewers watching from home flooded social media with comments. "He really thinks no one's better than him," one person wrote. Another defended him, saying, "He's just confident, and he's earned it." And then it happened. The host tilted her head and, almost teasingly, said, "What about Yagmar?" The moment everything changed. It was as if time stopped. The second her name was mentioned, Barış's entire demeanor shifted. The playful smirk disappeared. His posture softened. His eyes dropped slightly, and the room fell silent again, but this time, the silence felt different. After a few long seconds, he took a deep breath and broke the game with a simple, heartfelt statement. "She's better than me. She's always been better." The audience gasped. Even the host looked stunned. Trying to recover, she asked, "Are you being serious, or is this just part of the game?" Barış leaned forward slightly, his tone sincere and quiet. "I mean it. As an actor, she has something rare, a sensitivity that can't be taught. She doesn't just read her lines, she lives them. I've watched her transform right in front of me, scene after scene. She's brilliant." The studio fell into silence again, but this time it wasn't awkward. It was emotional. Everyone could feel that this wasn't just about acting. There was something deeper behind his words, something he wasn't saying directly. A confession or a goodbye? Within minutes of the broadcast, social media exploded. Clips of the moment were uploaded and shared thousands of times. Fans couldn't believe what they had just heard. Hashtags like #Barış Yagmar, #She is better than me, and #Broken silence began trending across Turkey. Comments poured in from viewers around the world. What a noble man, to recognize the greatness of the woman he loves. This isn't just respect, it's love. You can hear it in his voice. If this isn't real emotion, then I don't know what is. Even fellow actors and directors began to react. One of the producers who had worked with both Barış and Yagmar years earlier tweeted, "I've always known how deeply he admired her." Sometimes, what starts as professional respect becomes something you can't easily define. They're passed together. For those who have followed their journey, this revelation wasn't entirely surprising. Barış Baktaş and Yagmar first worked together on one of the most popular Turkish dramas of recent years. Their on-screen chemistry was so natural and intense that viewers instantly began speculating about a real relationship. Although neither ever confirmed a romance, the emotional connection between them was undeniable. Behind-the-scenes videos showed them laughing, teasing each other, and sharing quiet moments between takes. However, after the series ended, the two reportedly grew distant, both professionally and personally. Industry rumors suggested creative differences, while others whispered about something more emotional, perhaps heartbreak. Now, with Barış's unexpected admission on live TV, fans are convinced that the story between them might not be over after all. Yagmar's response. While Barış's confession was dominating every headline, Yagmar stayed silent, at least publicly. But hours later, she posted something on her Instagram story that instantly reignited the debate. It was a simple photo of herself standing in front of a mirror, makeup-free, looking directly into the camera. The caption read, "Talent blooms when it's nourished by truth." That was all she wrote. No names, no hashtags, but everyone knew who she was referring to. Fans flooded her post with comments. "She's responding to Barış. This is her way of saying she heard him. Maybe it's not over between them." The industry reacts. Entertainment journalists and insiders couldn't stop talking about it. One well-known critic described the moment as one of the most authentic things ever seen on Turkish television. Another journalist commented, "Barış Baktaş didn't just compliment Yagmar, he opened his heart in front of the nation." That kind of vulnerability is rare, especially for someone in his position. The incident has even sparked speculation about a possible reconciliation. Some believe the two may soon reunite, either personally or for a new television project that could capitalize on their undeniable chemistry. Fans divided but hopeful. As with every great story, opinions are divided. Some fans see Barış's words as a sign of respect, a tribute from one artist to another. Others are convinced it was an emotional confession, a declaration of love wrapped in humility. The most popular theory online suggests that Barış's silence throughout the game wasn't arrogance, but anticipation. He was waiting, not for the biggest names in acting, but for the one name that still meant something to him. And when he finally heard it, the walls came down. What comes next? Neither Barış nor Yagmar has made any further public statements. But sources close to the pair say there has been private communication since the show aired. Some insiders even claim that Barış reached out to her immediately afterward, apologizing if his words caused her discomfort, though many believe she wasn't upset at all. In fact, her calm and poetic response suggests the opposite. For fans, it feels like a quiet conversation between two people who still understand each other without needing to speak. Both actors are currently at defining points in their careers. Yagmar, fresh from a recent collaboration with well-known musician Karim, seems more confident and creatively free than ever. Barış, meanwhile, has surprised everyone with his emotional maturity and openness. Could this be a sign of new beginnings, both professionally and personally? Between closure and hope. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain, Barış Baktaş's words came from the heart. Whether they were a farewell, a confession, or simply an acknowledgement of admiration, they carried the weight of genuine emotion. For fans, this wasn't just another celebrity moment. It was something rare, a glimpse of authenticity in a world built on appearances. And as for Barış and Yagmar, perhaps their story isn't over yet. Maybe it's just entering a new chapter, one written not in scripts, but in real life. Only time will tell. Thank you so much for watching this video. What do you think? Was this a professional compliment or a hidden confession of love? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Turkish Spotlight Secrets for more stories about your favorite Turkish stars. See you in the next video. Take care, and goodbye.